Well, hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. Back with some more Ren. Money Game Part 3. Couple things I wanted to shout out before. Member here on the channel. A member here on the channel, I'm sorry. So much coffee and energy. Mysterious Higgs DM me on Instagram this morning, was like, yo, it was so ironic because I was actually planning on checking out Money Game Part 3 today, but hit me up this morning and sent me a short of Ren, and Ren just thanking his fans and thanking the people that check out his music. And he had a line talking about where he's listened to his own music a million times. It's nice to hear it from a fresh perspective, and I get that. I get that to a T. My own band, we released our first album, and then we just now released our second EP. And I couldn't tell you the amount of times I've listened to the songs and trying to just critique and be like, I don't know about this part, that. Gets to a point where you're just like, damn, like you hate your own music. And they say that you're your own worst critic, but you get to a point where you're just like, fuck, I don't know if this is any good. Like, it might sound boring, and then it's nice when you hear other people listen to it and compliment, or either, like, I like the honesty. I like if somebody's like, yo, I like this part, but this part's that. So that short I really understood. But I'm excited to dive into Money Game Part 3. The Renegades, once again, have always been, for the most part, cool as all get out. And Ren's just crazy good. But I ran my mouth long enough here at the start. Let's roll the tape. Oh, yeah. Got another bag head. Y'all leave in the comments if you. I don't understand this baghead concept. Because the first video I checked out, High Ren, didn't have the bag. I don't think. I can't. Yeah, didn't have the bag, but all the Money Game part did. Money Game Part 1 did. Hmm. Which, that is a cool camera shot. I like over the top, showing the keys, and then as it pans slowly to the right. Fucking badass camera shot. Badass piano riff. Kind of reminds me of something. Wish I could pick up that instrument. I've got one, but throws me for a loop. That's a cool camera shot too. Yeah. Okay, we're getting into it. But I like that camera shot. To me, that almost should be the thumbnail. The reflection in the piano top. Yeah. That's slick as all fucking get out. I guess that's Ren. they had a quick cut right there to fix his hair. So, what little bit I know about shooting cameras, or shooting cameras, that sounds so fucking stupid. Shooting videos, music videos, playthroughs. Uh, the little experience I have, I've done my own band's music videos, guitar playthroughs. Uh, I did one of our drum playthroughs, and then I worked with the team that did my drummer's second playthrough. I did all the editing on that video. All the other ones I shot and edited. That second one for which track did he do? Doppelganger. That was shot with a team. Really cool people. Loved working with them, but I did the editing. And one of the tricks I know is if anything actually comes up into the camera and hides the full camera, you can hide a quick cut there. And so I'm curious if they quick cut like the spinning over to the wall where he's leaning on the wall. I wonder if there was a quick cut there, and I wonder if there's a quick cut here to fix his hair. Yeah, right there.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down the
All right. I'm trying to digest all that. Once again, I knew firing up a Ren video today, I'm going to be sitting here eternally thinking. Good for the kid becoming a millionaire before he's 18. And I've had that speech too. It's like, yo, the world don't give a fuck about you. I'm not saying like there isn't supportive things and people and all that, but at the end of the day, you do got to stand on your own feet. I'm curious where the dark message is going to go. So if I'm taking it at face value right there, I'm kind of with the message. It's like, yo, you, like, do the best you can. Get on your own 2 feet. Learn to support yourself. But now, I don't know what they call it. I've seen videos where it's like one long take, and as the camera's moving, so we just had the little kid at the train set, and as the camera followed Ren over, like a crew's running in, grabbing all that shit, kids running out. I'm assuming a different kid dressed this way with the bag on the head came, like this got pushed into the scene, all that kind of stuff. I am down for that. I'm saying all this in the sense that I fucking dig like the physicality of videos like this. And whatever camera they're using to capture all this looks fantastic. I wish when I was DIYing my own projects and stuff, I wish I had this kind of camera. Because it just looks so crystal clear and everything.
15 IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns that truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he...
I'm a dumbass. I went on a speech saying, well, did the crew run in and take that other kid out? And he's sitting right there. I'm not gonna think of anything. I feel like a fucking idiot.
He doubled down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here, son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat.
That made me think of the Pink Floyd handshake. So yeah, it's a dark story. Kids getting older, money keeps rolling in, and got a little bit of blow, got a little bit of party. He's hanging out with Flash Gordon. Y'all motherfuckers like to party?
That don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet.
How big is this fucking warehouse they're shooting in? I swear, I went into that spiel about thinking it was going to be a circle camera shot, and move out your props and characters. And now it's a long ass warehouse. Hellfire. Such a dark story once again. It's like it touches all the sides of how I feel about money, how I feel about my father. Like, so far what I'm getting in this story is his dad wanted him to achieve greatness, maybe not in the best possible way, maybe in some super tough love, in kind of a dickhead way. Now he's gone and he can't win his father's approval, so he's going to spiral. But it just makes me think, it's like, I don't know, me and my father have such, I can't explain the relationship we have. I couldn't ask for a better dad. even though I come from the divorced family and only getting to spend so much time in my childhood with my father. My father always he has a line that stuck with me. He was always, if you respect me and my wishes for you, I will respect you and yours. And even though my dad will be like, well, man, you could be doing this, you could be doing that, and it's just like the YouTube thing. He don't understand the YouTube thing and how much I want to do it and how much fun I have doing this, and still there is ways to make a career out of it. I'm still trying to figure it out, but he, even though he's like, I don't know about that shit. You might need to do this, 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 and this. He's still supportive. He's not like, don't do that. He's like, it's more of like, he's like, why don't you do what you're doing for YouTube, but then also try to spread over and do this too. God, every time I watch Ren, man, I get fucking philosophical. Philosophical. Mephistopheles. All right. I need to get out of my head. I need to focus on the music video and the piano riff. That darker piano riff when he sat down at the desk before the phone call. I really was digging that. I mean, all the piano is fantastic. Once again, it's an instrument that I have in the house and I want to be able to like master. But I swear every time I sit down and I actually start spending like 15, 20 minutes to an hour trying to like figure out. I've been trying to figure out ghost piano riffs. I like I've become such a big fan of the band Ghost. I've been trying to figure out piano riffs for that, but there's some I'm just like, fuck man, how do you get your fingers to do that? And then watching in the opening of this video, and he's like, I mean, he's just going over top his hand and mashing it like that. And I'm like, okay, there is a way. Yeah, I wanted to back up.
35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Yeah, that works. Fuck, drop, glass clanking on the ground. The the wheelchair noise. It's such a performance. Now we got a little mini orchestra.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Cut the music.
That was fucking cool. That whole section is fucking cool. I don't know. My view on this. It's such a performance piece. It's kind of lost the song aspect. Like Money Game Part 3 to me compared to the other two parts. I think the other two parts felt like an actual, I don't know. I think part 2 definitely listening to it without a video like this works. It's more of a traditional song kind of thing. I feel like part 1 and part 3 so far, if I don't watch the music video as I'm doing it, I don't know if it will click with me as much. If that makes sense. But yeah, it's a fucking dark ass story once again. So fucking dark, bro. Darkest of the dark.
There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Hellfire.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Yeah. Fuck.
Mine, gimme. 2 years old.
I don't really care for the suicide part of that. I get it though. It's part of the story. It's what Jimmy did. That just hits a little. The suicide aspect just hits a little too close to home. I've got friends that took that route. That was cool. little too. I don't know. Hitting a little bit of a nerve right there at the end, but there and again, taking myself out of it, taking my. How do I even word that? Fantastic storytelling. Once again, Ren, king of the bards. The Bard King Ren, for real. That was interesting. It makes me like all topsy turvy. I kind of wanted the handshake. Where is the handshake? Do 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 do. I was just right there at it, damn it.
while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26 a business.
There we go. I don't know why the handshake resonates with me. Makes me think of the Pink Floyd, or right there at the beginning with the reflection of the piano shot. I dig the fuck out of that. Yeah, there we go. So this is my 4th Ren video. I think this is the 4th song I've checked out from Ren so far. I swear. I think I said it the last video too. Like, I get done watching Ren and I'm sitting there just thinking about my own thoughts about how money works. And it's like, I get it, we have to have it because it fucking rules the world. But at the same time, like, it fucking corrupts too. It's like in my own case, I just want to make, I want to make enough to be able to take care of, like, my family, uh, loved ones. But I'm not out to screw anybody else over. I'm not out to steal. I fucking can't stand thievery. And it's like I do a million things here on the channel. I do my own band, trying to push out that music and get it streamed. I do all the stuff I do here on YouTube. I got merch, and it's like even my own merch. The way I sell that is I literally make it the cheapest fucking way possible. And like talking about Money Game and the company, when I get done making a piece, and the actual company that makes them tells me, it's like, well, you should sell it for this and make $15 in profit. I'm like, y'all want to charge? Either way, that blows my that blows my mind. Like, I try to price all my merch as literally anything you see. If you ever took the time to swing over and look at my merch, everything you see on there, I think the most I make out of any product is like $1.13, maybe, if that. And so now that I'm done with the Money Game trilogy and just thinking about all 3 parts and hearing the different stories of how it corrupts and everything, I feel like me and Ren might have basically the same thought. Like, you understand, like, to be able to pursue your passions, you have to have it because fucking bills, and it just rules the world. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to make so much of an excess of it that it corrupts you and makes you basically want to fuck over everybody else. I mean, maybe not in the story of Jimmy. I don't know. We got the father-son dynamic. Basically could not please his father, and it just, after his father passed, drove him even more insane. I mean, it sounded like he was going a little bit buck wild before, but still. Hellfire. Ren, once again, brother, fucking such a performer. I think Ren is the only artist I go into and I'm like, yo, what's the story? First artist in a while that I'm like, I want to hear what's the story over the instrumentation. And that's saying some shit for RockdaRiff, because I don't know how many I've got in the Metalhead Envies playlist now, and I've always, I am so much more into the instrumentation of music than lyrics. But Ren is definitely giving me my lyrical fix. I think y'all commented a lot on a couple videos, and y'all were like, "Yo, Ren's music stories ain't always so dark." But in my case, checking out High Ren, and then The Tale of Jenny and Screech, and now the Money Game trilogy. This motherfucker's dark. This motherfucker thinking about the worst of humanity sometimes. Fuck. Oh, that was so cool. And there at the start, I'm like, oh, he's gonna do the whole move people in and out of the set. No, motherfucker just bought a big ass warehouse and did a. If you looked at it as a bird's eye view, did a top down walk, and that was really cool. I think I dig them rolling his ass over there in the wheelchair in front of the little bitty orchestra, and then just how he's performance, and it's like as he's singing, it's like all evil looking and shit. I don't know. That was really cool. All right, so in this video, I'm gonna ask everybody comment below which Ren video I should start on next. And I would ask this, like, if you comment and you say about 4 different things, it's hard for me to keep track. So if you got the next one I should check out, comment one video or song or whatever, and I'm gonna read. Trust me, I'm gonna read all the comments, and whichever song, whichever Ren track that I should check out next gets mentioned the most by all the commenters, that's the one I'll do next. Uh, and I think I'm gonna try to plan to do Ren videos at lunch on Mondays. I've got so much other stuff going on, so and I want to go down the Ren rabbit hole. It's so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot for doing Ren videos Mondays at 12, or they'll come out Mondays at lunchtime. Hopefully that will work. Uh, if not, I can always work on it and try to do better. I'm always trying to get better at doing YouTube every day. If this ends up being your first time to the channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are. Uh, Once again, Ren, dude, your performance, man, it's fucking fantastic. I actually had a question in my head too. Is all the songs I've checked out of you, you always start off and you're like, like, I guess like to me, I always wondered if that's coming from the busking and just getting your vocals warmed up before you get onto the meat of the song, meat of the lyrics. But that's just a question I have in my head. Either way, with all that being said, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.